Dr. Hatem Bazian, lecturer in Middle Eastern Languages and Cultures and Asian American Studies.
So we're here at an encampment at UC Berkeley over the issue of Palestine and UC's relationship with Palestine. What's going on and why is this important to people of the United States and the world?
Well, it's part of the overall encampments that have sprung up across the country, Columbia, Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Rutgers, UCLA, UC Davis. One is to be in solidarity with Gaza and the demand for an immediate ceasefire, a demand for ending the genocide that is unfolding. But more importantly, actually, to continue to seek divestment from the university. The university in here is complicit. It does have investment in BlackRock, investment in military-industrial complex company that literally are wedded to supporting Israel militarism and Israel genocide. So it's a demand to actually call for a university to divest from death machines and weapons and engagement with the Israeli economy. Third is also we want to center the history of Palestinians and Palestine, demanding for a Palestine studies program, expanding our engagement with Palestine and Palestinians, while also saying that the university is completely wrong to continue to have relations, academic relations, exchange program with Israeli universities at a time where Israel have destroyed 11 universities in Gaza.
They bombed colleges, bombed schools?
Completely wiped them out. They just completely, literally went in, had bombs all over and detonated the buildings. 11 universities in totally been destroyed. And universities, only one university president actually uttered a sentence about Palestinian universities. So the university leadership stands complicit if not only silencing Palestine, but actually being participant and partner with the Israeli academic institutions. So we want to point to that as well as the hypocrisy, double standard and contradictions.
The military-industrial complex, the United States Congress, Democrats and Republicans just voted for billions more, 95 billion. It seems like they want to move and continue to support the genocide that's going on.
Well, we have a one-party system when it comes to military-industrial complex and support for Israel. Both Democrats and Republicans have continued to support Israel. They sent $3.8 billion in the regular budget allotment, and now it's $26.7 billion that is added, which was going to be more death and destruction visited upon the Palestinian. The the AK or the K-84 bomb, 8400 bomb, which is a 2,000-pound bomb. They're going to send more supplies. These are the ones that are being used against civilian populations, against resident areas in Gaza. So literally Democrats and Republicans are complicit. We've been saying, Genocide Joe, literally started that in Washington, D.C. rally right a couple of weeks after. And literally we're looking at Genocide Joe, a Democrat that is continued to support military support, political support by vetoing 4 different resolutions at the UN Security Council to allow Israel to continue to do what they're doing. I think we need to be very aware and cognizant. The fact that they critique Netanyahu, he is not good and so on, should not actually get us to forget that if you see or you say that Netanyahu is not good, why you're sending him the weapons and continue to send him the bombs, continue to protect him, continue to oppose any element that will take Netanyahu and the Israeli government to task.
And there's been retaliation at the university. What kind of retaliation is going on? A lot of faculty members, it's a long history of retaliation against critics of Israel. Israel's with administrations have gone after people. Is that the case here at UC Berkeley?
Well, we have been always aware of what you call progressive except on Palestine. That's been like a standing epistemic in academia and in society. So we are seeing the repression in different parts of the country. We're seeing it in Columbia, we see it in NYU, we see it in Harvard and other places. So far, we don't see the repression on faculty or even aspects of the student movement in here. But that should not get us to rest. I do think today the Board of Regents is supposed to meet to deal with the crisis on campus. And if history proves us to be right, there are individuals on the board of regents that are draconians, that want to suppress expression, that they want to continue to promote Israel as a good state to engage with. So I would expect that to happen possibly in the near future.
And in the 60s, there was a mass movement of students. I mean, is this comparable to that? And is it even bigger because workers now are also angry about what's happening with the system?
Comparisons are always fraught on either side, but I do think that we are experiencing a moment in the mass mobilization, that students are coming in large numbers, labor are mobilizing and passing resolutions and engagement. We're seeing people that are passing divestment resolutions. We see almost intense attendance and protests at city councils and so on. So I would say we are experiencing a rising moment of political engagement, and I do think that they most likely will have an imprint on the days and months ahead, and hopefully will be a transformative tipping point in the history of political mobilization on college campuses and in the society.